So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So what I have here today is the 2024 Nissan Almera VE Turbo. So this is the middle trim of the Almera lineup here in the Philippines. So I'd like to thank everyone here again at Nissan Show Mandaluyong and to Miss Joanna Miranda for making this walk-around tours possible. So I'm actually thinking about doing another walk-around tour here. Hint, it's in the background, but anyway, stay tuned for that walk-around review. So what do you get now with this VE middle van? Since I already did a full review of the VL van, I love that car to my heart, and I would say it's still one of the most underrated subcompact sedans in our market. So here at the front fascia, you still get the very chrome-ish V-motion design grille. Well, everything here at front looks exactly the same like with the top of the line model. So a lot of chrome here, gloss black, and LED lights all around. Surprisingly, ground clearance still remains the same at 135mm, which isn't too bad, or it's on par with its subcompact sedan competitors in this class. So here on the side profile too, there's a lot more changes now too. So for your wheels, you get 15-inch wheels compared to the 16s of the VL, and you do not get a two-tone blackout roof anymore. But I gotta be honest though, this one looks a little bit better without the black roof. But I would say though, the A-pillar here, yeah, it's a little bit whack now. So I kinda understand why they decided to black out the VL model. But yeah, anyway, so that's the only thing I noticed with this A-pillar. So pairing this Almera VE Turbo, well, it's exactly the same like with the entire Almera lineup. So it is a 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine with 100 horsepower and 153 Newton meters of torque. So it is mated to with a CVT transmission. And like what I said too with the VL top of the line model, since this being a turbocharged engine, and as you can see, there's a lot going on in the engine base. So I cannot wait to dive again the EL manual trim. So stay tuned for that hopefully. Back here on the side profile, you get LED repeaters too, surprising with 360-degree camera still for this middle trim. And here in the rear quarter panel, since you don't have the blackout roof anymore, you get a floating roof design ish here. There's a blacked out plastic part here on the C-pillar, which kind of mimics the pre-facelift model still. So here now at the rear of the Almera VE, well, it looks exactly the same like with the pre-facelift model and some elements of the VL model. So you still get the nice Nissan badge over here. You get that carbon fiber-ish trim here on the rear bumper. Same LED taillight assemblies, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So big difference now comparing with the VL top of the line model. So, boot space still remains exactly the same at 474 liters, and then underneath, you have a space saver donut type tire, halogen line. So the big difference now with the VL model, sadly, you cannot fold the rear seats anymore. I cannot find any latch there in the rear seats at all, and now you have a plastic divider right here instead. So yeah, that's a bit of a bummer with this VE model, but that's the only bummer thing I found so far. Well, two things. So yeah, that's about it with the engine, the exterior, and the boot of this Almera VE. Let's check out the interior, where there are a lot more changes. So this is the interior of the Almera VE. Well, visually, everything looks exactly the same. A bit if you check really hard, then you can see all of the differences. So here in the door card, it's exactly the same too. A lot of plastic here and there. Cubby spaces and cup holders on either side. A thin water jug will just about fit. But at least for this VE brand, you still get leather soft pads for your elbows. And then surprisingly here on the left side too, you still have that blue padded leather. And then below, you still have one functioning button only for your auto start stop system. So I really dig what the rest of the buttons are in other markets. So here in the steering wheel too, exactly the same too, surprisingly. Just two blanks here on the right side beside the cruise control functions, and then the rest are exactly the same. So I'm very surprised that this still has a voice command button, and the cruise control, let's not forget, the pre-facelift did not have that feature whatsoever. So in your instrument cluster on the left side, it's completely digital, and then you have an analog speedometer on the right side, exactly the same too like with the VL top of the line model. So too with your infotainment system. So sadly I don't have the key now, so I perfectly demo this in the VL top of the line review. So link of that will be in the description down below. So what I like throughout the lineup, I think too with the EL, let's find that out in the future, you still have the blue padded leather that stretches all the way throughout the dashboard. And then above here, this is the big difference now between the VL model. So you have halogen lights still above here, but you don't have the Nissan SOS Connect services anymore whatsoever with this VE model. So as well too, on the ceiling, it's completely white now compared to the all black of the VL model. Sun visor, vanity mirror, exactly the same too. And what I said, look, it is one of the largest sun visors in this class of subcompact sedans. And then sadly, they still don't extend. And then below the infotainment system, you still have your single zone climate control. And then further down below, a USB port, aux cord, 12-volt socket, and a surprisingly still have a wireless charging pad. And then gear shift, exactly the same too. You have your engine start stop button. Further behind here, you have two cup holders, manual handbrake, still fits a thin water jug. And then center console box, yeah, it is pretty much the same. It is really small. So glove box is one of the largest yet again in this class. And the main difference too now with this VE model compared with the VL are the seats. So these are now all completely fabric. However though, the bolstering seems still pretty good. So almost exactly, more or less the same like with the VL top of the line model. So yeah, that's about here in front of this VE model. So in the rear seats too, almost exactly the same. Apologies, it's all just wrapped in plastic. So you only get one map packet right behind the right front passenger seat, but at least you still have here a sole USB port here in the middle. Like to what I said in the boot of this Almera VE, you cannot fold down the rear seats anymore. And two, there is no more central armrest, which is a little bit of a bummer. So the rear door cards too, exactly the same, still fit a thin water jug. And two, like what I said in the VL model, surrounding the window switches, there's a carbon fiber trim-ish that applies to in the rear door card. So, what else? Making sure I don't miss anything. Yeah, that's pretty much it with this Nissan Almera VE middle trim. So the cost for all of this is at 1,059,000 pesos, which is 90,000 pesos less than that top of the line VL. So actually it's up to your preference on which model you will get. I mean, it's nice to have the Nissan Connect services, I mean in case of emergency, and then other safety bits here and there. But knowing this VE already has cruise control and the same set of infotainment system, I think this is still worth saving 90,000 pesos because you still got everything you need and what I need to. I'm very curious now on the EL model, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully there will be a display here at Nissan Show Mandaluyong. So I'd like to thank them again, and to Miss Joanna Miranda and to other SCs who assisted me too during the test drive of this Nissan Almera VL. So hope you guys like and subscribe, and I will see you. Fine, I'll do it with one more walk around tour coming right up here at Nissan Show Mandaluyong. Bye bye.